We're gonna cut this part out. Cut this part out. Hi everyone, my name is Aubrey and welcome to my first BookTube video. So I've been wanting to start a BookTube channel for a couple of years now, but I've always had a couple of things holding me back. One being that I just graduated college and I have no money, and I have no money to spend on nice fancy equipment for a BookTube channel. Two, I don't have the prettiest bookshelf, and there are no cute aesthetic places in my house to film. And also I don't want to spend money on trying to make a place in my house specifically for filming. And three, I get self-conscious in front of the camera when I'm filming around my parents. I should also mention I'm an actor and I hate doing self-tapes. I have decided to put zero effort into this and make it my brand here on YouTube, which is why I'm filming in my car with it off in the middle of summer in Texas. And that's all because I am too nervous to film in my house in front of my parents. I'm going to share my TBR for the Reading Rush Challenge. This is only my second challenge that I've ever been a part of as far as the Reading Rush goes, or any challenges for that matter. Starting off with Break Your Glass Slippers by Amanda Lovelace. I have peered inside of this book before I have looked inside of this book some, and it's a collection of poems, and I think it all tells an overarching story about, I'm not really sure what. I think it's about a girl coming in to her own and being empowered, and that's something that I'm really interested in reading about. Just beautiful. I love the illustrations in it. Like, oh my god, look at that. That is gorgeous. This, oh my god, what a beautiful poetry book, and I just can't wait to read it. It's going to be my outside of my house challenge because, as I've mentioned, it's 100 degrees in Texas and we are still social distancing because the rest of my state can't get with it. The next book that I'm going to be reading is The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silver. I really don't know that much about this book. When I was picking up some of my other books in my pile for the Reading Rush, I just happened to stumble across it and I still needed my The Challenge book. So I just read the inside jacket of it and it seemed interesting. I love romance novels. I love anything that has some sort of magical element to it or time travel, which this book has. So I can't wait to dig into it. The third book that I'm going to be reading, which also is for the movie to book challenge, is Crazy Rich Asians. I actually watched this last night being the Sunday before the Reading Rush started, and I love that movie so much. I'm so excited to get more details about the plot and just everything, and I can't wait to fall in love with these characters on the page as much as I fell in love with them in the film. I have a problem. I love graphic novels. I love reading them, but they are always so expensive, and not that they shouldn't be. They absolutely should be. But I also never know what to pick up. So for my least read genre challenge, I have decided to read Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by Mariko Tamaki. As everyone knows, Ariel has raved about this book for the past year and a half, and I've always loved her videos and have trusted her recommendations. So I picked this up, and I just can't wait to read it. And the next book in my TBR for the 2020 Reading Rush is Oh My God, What a Complete Aisling the Novel by Emma McLissa and Sarah Breen. This book takes place in Ireland, and it is the first book that I absolutely knew that I wanted to read for the Reading Rush. So it's fulfilling my first touch challenge and taking place on a different continent. For those of you that don't know, I was lucky enough to get to study abroad there for a summer when I was in university. And I'm just so excited to go back into that world and learn about Aisling as she roams across the streets of Dublin and all around Ireland. The last book on my TBR for the 2020 reading rush is Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now this is fulfilling the birthstone challenge for me. I am a June baby and we have like 5 different birthstones or something crazy like that, but I went with the easiest option that I knew would fulfill for this book, and going with the purple hues of Alexandrite because there's purples around Aurora. And here are all the books that I will be reading for the 2020 reading rush. I calculated it out, and in order to complete all the challenges in all these books, I'm going to have to read 365 pages a day. And I work, so who knows if that's going to happen. But I can't wait to read these, to fall in love with some new books, read genres that I don't typically read. Look at how well I did at choosing books that kind of go together. There's some pink themes, reds, oranges, and then this purple that just pops out of nowhere. And I think it complements everything really well. I'm also vlogging my experience with the reading rush. I don't know if I'm actually going to post that, but we'll see. I'm probably not going to do any of the Instagram challenges because that sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do. But we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to do the TBR, not the TBR. I think I'm going to do the reading tag video. I just have to get over my fear of filming in my house for that one. Oh my god, it is so brutal being out here in my car without the air conditioning on. Like, I'm sure you've seen over the past 10 minutes my face go from kind of matte to shiny as heck with sweat. But that's what I get for living in Texas. Bye everyone. Comment down below what books you're going to be reading for the reading rush, and let me know what you're most looking forward to about this week. Mwah. Bye.